Hey everyone, it's Kaylee and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through my craft cupboard. So sorry for the really bad lighting, but it is quite dark now, so this is pretty much as good as it's going to get. So today I'm going to be showing you my craft cupboard and which section is which. So these doors, the table folds down and then the doors go in and it literally just looks like a cupboard. You can see on the right there, that door I like to have more turned in, where this one on the left, I just have it open. So we'll start on the left here at the top. So up here we just have random stencils. And I'll show you, it is literally just, oh my gosh. It's literally just a whole bunch of random ones. Like there's some Fab Scraps, Celebrate, this iCraft, there's some Tim Holtz ones. I think there's Prima in here as well, Color Blast. So literally just anything that doesn't really have a place, if you call it that, like a big brand or something, just goes in there. Then up here we've got the same thing but with stamps. So you'll see there's like some Stampers Anonymous in here, some Holtz, this random giraffe one. There's some grunge in here. I think there's a whole bunch of different ones. This obviously isn't all of my stamps. These are just some random ones. I have a whole giant drawer full of stamps in the craft room that my mom and I use. So then next to it up here we have just Lou. So these are just some of the stamps and stencils. So I don't really have a lot of these, so that's why I just kind of put those up there, because it's not really a lot to have its own like big section. So then moving down we've got Dylusion. So Dylusion stencils and a stamp. Obviously I don't have a lot of that either, so that's why it just gets a little space. Next up we've got Dina Wakley collage paper and that. So I've got the words and then the plain ones and then the printed ones as well. So then below that, here I've got Dina Wakley stamps, stencils, and then these paint combs, which I haven't used yet. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. I think I need to just figure out how to use them first. Then below it we have the All In Create stamps. Obviously, this is also something new that I've been playing with. So, I mean, I have one big one, one long one, and like, yeah, 3 small ones. So also not a big section, but yeah. Then below it is what I mostly use. So this is all Art by Marlene stamps in there. Then below that is again Art by Marlene. So these are just stencils and then the paint stands and the rub-ons. These are just like random loose sheets of whatever, some tag books, the dies, paper pads, whatnot. So below that, this is stuff that I'll just order off Shein or something, because they have quite a lot of stickers and stuff. So those are organized in here. So I mean, I'll pull this one out. And you'll see, like, this is just like yellow and flowers or whatnot. So that's all there. And then the same with all these. There's like stickers and stuff in there. Then one down, we've got one of my printers. This is the one that I use for Varsity. It just needed a space, so that's where it went. And then obviously my diary. Then below that, we just have some random ranges that I want to do some pages with. So that is this left side. So I'm going to save the middle for last because that's my favorite. So then here on the right hand side, so up at the top, all these journals here, these are my mom's journals. And then these are all the refills for Art by Marlene's new journals. In here, this is all tissue paper and the blank ones as well to make your own. This is stuff that I created with the Art by Marlene advent calendar last year. And then underneath is just some like loose die cut sheets and whatnot. Below that, I've got the Bold and Bright, the paper, and then just loose Art by Marlene die cut sheets. So then underneath here, this is all AB Studio, and then here just like these random little tool things. So below that, we've then got old paper, and it's literally just really old ranges that I can do stuff in my art journal with, so that all just goes in there. And then these just obviously like random on the side. So below that we have all the little little mats, and these are often used, these ones, because they're very sturdy, because they've got a piece of like board and whatnot behind them, that I'll use when I take pages out of journals, so that my table doesn't get messy. Then in here, this is like a lot of mediums and stuff. So I mean, you can see in here there's gesso, there's gel mediums, heavy gesso, gels, blah de blah. So that's all in there. So I wanted to put this in the middle section, but I didn't have enough space, so it just goes there where I can still reach it. So then below here, so this is also just like a clear mat that I will use. This I'll use with like the Dina Wakley journal and all that, because I can't physically take the pages out. There's just a random stencil. Then here is my full set of alcohol markers that I got from Tabo. Put that stuff back. So then below it, also just like some random ranges that I've been working with. I mean, we've got Ocean Deep, Fab Scraps, and some Penelope D. Below that, this is just like, I didn't know where to put this stuff. So I mean, I've got like some paper, some of these chipboard words, make your own masks, like all, as you can see. Oh, sorry. You can see it's just a whole bunch of randoms once again. And then if we go below that, it's also a bunch of randoms. I have this journal. This is actually really nice, so I haven't used it yet. But I mean, you can see, so if you have loose die cuts or something you've cut, this is really nice to put it in. You can also organize it. So that just sits there at the bottom with also like some rub-ons, some random sheets. So that is the right hand side. So then up here at the top, we'll just start on this left hand side. So right up at the top, I have this little bucket kind of thing. So this is just like a lot of the small ink drop kind of inks. That goes there. And then here, this is all of the stuff that came in the Art by Marlene Advent Calendar last year. And then up here, you would have seen me do a lot of demos with this stuff last year. So these are like those nail arts and all that. I showed you guys how to use them with paints and on your pages and the backgrounds and all that. So that's there. So then down here we've got all my alcohol inks in this bucket, and then some loose ones on top. Here we've got some alcohol ink paper. There's black and white, and then like if I've done something on it, it also goes in there. So in between here we've just got my tag book, and then next to it, let's move that. So next to it over here, we've got just a whole bunch of random, so like some random paints, glitters, powders, and then a whole bunch of glue, because this is my favorite glue to use. I use this glue for pretty much everything. I mean, you can see that there's a lot in there. Put that back. Come on. I'll just chuck it there for now. Okay, then below that, we've got wet wipes. Then this is, see, there are Versamark and one of the big Stays On. And then these are all Versaclear, and then this is again Stays On. Then if we go below that, these are mostly pastes, stickles, dilution paints. Then in here is all my washi tapes. Not all of them, some of them. So you can see like there's a lot. So then that goes in there. And then below here I have more washi tapes in there. And then a whole bunch more in there. I do have a lot more lying around the house, but yeah, this is just where that goes for now. So then we go to the bottom here. So in here we've just got a whole bunch of die cuts that go in there. And then next to it here is all my Dina Wakley paints, because I do use them a lot. So this is quite nice because it's on the bottom. I don't have to get up, and it's quite easy access. Then if we look here at the bottom, so this is just like scissors, pens, pencils go in there, spray bottles. I've got my one sponge jar in the back there, and then obviously a plug point. And then I always have 2 water pots out. One to clean my brushes, and then one if I just need clean water for like watercolors and all that. So then let's go to this side. So these are here, these are my journals, and then here as well. So they are double of these because one of each is also my mom's. Here we have all of my different pencils and all that, and then just a pencil bag. Underneath that, this is my this is my small set of alcohol markers from Tapo. And then these are my Faber-Castell watercolor markers. So these are also quite nice. And then next to it, like brush cleaners, a sticker maker, just some tape, all that. So then below that we've got my heat tool, and then the Art by Marlene paints. I'll probably be moving these paints up here when I get the new set in the box, because that won't fit there. So then I'll probably take this stuff, move it down there. But for now it's just staying like that. So then below that, in here we've got mostly watercolors, and then in here we've got a whole bunch of paint palettes, and then this little Faber-Castell charcoal sketch set. But so that will just stay there for now. So below that, in here I've got my stamp press, my jelly plate, and then a whole bunch of stamp blocks in here. Right at the bottom we've got sticker books. Most of them are Art by Marlene's, but there are some other ones, like this one. And then in the middle here we've just got some journal bands. And then next to it, these are all die cut books. So there's Art by Marlene in here, there's some Studio Light ones, all that. So also, like, these I use quite a lot, so easy access just right at the bottom. So the last bit is this middle section here. So right at the top, these are just a lot of random tools. So I mean, I've got my gel plate squeegee, Cricut weeding tools, paint scraper, some these blending brushes, and all of my jelly roll pens. So that just goes right there. So then in here I've just got brayers. Here we've got the Studio Light, these like ink blending sort of things, and all of the extra sponges. And the one below it, we've also got just all the different types of blending brushes in there. So below that, in here, we've got just all my different paint scrapers. I do have a lot more lying around the house somewhere, but there. So Then below that, these are just some of my brushes. And there. I promise I have a lot more. I'd have another whole giant box full. I just didn't have space to put them in here. So then below that, in here, we've got all my Posca markers. So I've just organized them like the really thick ones and then the thinner ones. So these range from 3M to 1M, and then these are all 5M. And the last drawer in here, this is all of my loose ABM paint. So like before I got the boxes, I just bought a lot of singles of the colors that I would use a lot. So that's all in there. And then I do have the new colors, but I'm waiting to use them because I want it in the box, just so that when I travel or go anywhere, it's easier to carry, like in these ones. Oh yeah, and these also have the paints in them. It's just easier to have a set, like a travel set available. So that's it. And then below this little space, these are just all of my like blending sponges, and there's another one there. So, and then obviously just the table, and then I'll show you here, this has legs that if I lift it up just sticks to the bottom, and then you can fold it down. And then under there I've just got my journaling bag that I take with me for classes, and some spare boards, and then just some pegboards in there. So yeah, that is my craft cupboard. This obviously isn't all of my stuff. A lot of my stuff is in the big scrap room. Yeah, this is just pretty much what I use all the time. If I need other stuff, I'll just go have a look for it in the scrap room. Okay, so I just want to show you, this is the one drawer in the scrap room that's like, it's huge, and you can see this box is, it goes really far back. It is filled with stamps. And then I have the same for stencils. I also have a lot of flip files. Let me grab. So like this. So like this is one of them. So I'll just have my stencils in here. So yeah, I just keep some of them with me, but obviously not everything. But yeah, so that is that. Thanks for watching. I would show you the full scrap room, but it is really messy.